Well, hello again, ladies and gentlemen. It is time to get on the old bus stop. It is that little 10, 15, 20, maybe a bit longer catch up that myself and Russell Boyce will do of what's going on in the world of the Bhoycie Bus and just a wee general chit chat about Celtic and whatnot. And of course, as you can see tonight, folks, we have to address the elephant in the room. Not a literal elephant, more of a bee, because there's a bee buzzing about. Here it is. Russell Boyce is sporting tonight the much waited on Bhoycie Bus Bumblebee football shirt. Yes, they are real because he's got one on right now. Russell Boyce, I know the answer already, but you must be buzzing, mate.
Oh, aye. They arrived today, went to the wrong address, just in typical Bhoycie Bus style. They were at the wrong address. Had to scramble across and get them earlier this afternoon, but they missed out the 1 and the 19. So I don't know if I probably gave David the wrong address, to be honest. But aye, S66 Sportswear have came good. It's funny. I was saying this when we were first promoting the idea. Like, I know the guy who's done the design. Like, I've known him for years. It's so mad that he's now creating actual football shirts from what was like a championship manager league back in the day, where he was just designing like mock-up club crests and stuff like that. Now he's like, this is his job now. He designs kits, but it's not just football kits that they do. But the quality of the garment, we'll call it a garment. The quality of the garment is very, very nice. It's like, it's not your traditional nylon, because you're not going to be wearing it, putting 5 aside. Well, you might. But predominantly, I would imagine it's going to be going with a pair of jeans. So I want more of that sort of polo shirt feel, but in the style of a football top. But it's really good quality. I'm buzzing. I'm buzzing with it. But I am buzzing with it. Very, very well made. The collar can go up. It's not too big.
Yep.
And of course, a big shout out to David Logue and his team at Harbaba. They've sponsored it. They provided us with the team with the shirts. I can't thank those guys enough. David in particular, obviously, for his efforts. I mean, it's a real honour. And his logo with the Celtic cross and the scissors is just perfect on the front as well. It couldn't look any better if it tried. The badge, the shield, all in vogue, but it's all embroidered. S66 Sportswear there is all embroidered. And of course, down at the bottom, you've got the double down.
Double down, yeah, of course.
Instead of dry fit, which I think is good banter. It keeps we want to take ourselves too seriously. I just think we do these things, Phil, and it's like this isn't like big business ventures or any of this shite, right? Oh. We do stuff like this, so we've got we're signposting as we go. So when we did the t-shirts last year, that's going to always be like, we were in our infancy there. We sold 60, 70 Bhoycie Bus t-shirts, and we tried to copy the pretty green sort of style with a circular badge. And then in a year's time, we'll look back and go, mind we had football kits out. How cool was that? Do you know what I mean? And they were good quality, and these will stand the test of time. That's the thing. Not just in terms of their design, because I designed them, but in general, they will stand the test of time purely because of the quality of the actual garment, as I was saying. So I can't thank S66 Sportswear enough for taking us up on the challenge of designing a Bumblebee kit. But now it's here. Absolutely delighted. I've got packaging and labels arriving Friday. I'll make sure they all get sent out to the podcast team. Next week we're going to see all you guys sporting them on the various shows that you are on. And I'm going to call Friday midnight next Friday, a week on Friday midnight. That'll need to be the cut off. However many orders we've took, we'll then get them. We'll get them submitted, Phil, to S66 Sportswear, and we'll do a run, and hopefully get them out in the next few weeks for everyone who's been kind enough, generous enough to part with their money to purchase one. But I think they will be happy with it. I mean, it's not just like you're donating money for nothing. You will get something out of this that you can actually go, do you know what? That was worth 40 quid. I'm happy with that purchase. So couldn't be happier, to be honest with you.
Nice one, mate. Well, after you obviously saying about D-Day next week, then this is obviously, don't be that guy who looks back in a year's time and goes, God, I really wish I'd bought one of them. Order it now, folks. Order it now. You know what to do. Head over to payball.com. Send obviously £40 payment. Obviously, posting packaging is optional. And to Crooked at ymail.com. I had to think about that one there, Russell.
Yeah, and if you go with the PayPal, you just drop me an email. I can send you my bank details if we do it that way. All good either way. But yeah, I mean, it's just class, and it's a bit surreal. But I'm not like fucking like, oh my god, we've came so far. I'm not really like that type of person. I'm just like, I knew the idea was cool. I like the design. We're not going to be running away with millions in our pocket out of this film. I actually, unlike others who have done this sort of thing, I've not just got cheap shite in. This is all made, a UK-based company that have done all the work on this. So we've had to buy these at a premium that we'd probably pay in a shop anyway. So, you know, this has all been done for the thought of the passengers, again, having their own wee slice of the bus pie. That's what it's all about, mate. And this is a wee moment in bus history. Of course it is.
It is indeed, yeah. It's looking cracking. As I say, I'm looking forward to getting a hold of my one sometime next week, and yeah, we'll be sporting it when probably in the next episode of Bustalgia. After that, I'll probably be willing. So yeah, it's I just say for the viewers watching, don't be that guy that misses out, and then a while down the road goes, God, I really, really wish I'd done that. No, don't wish it. Do it now. You know, so next Sunday, you said is D-Day.
Next Friday midnight.
Next Friday, okay, cool.
Midnight.
So that's.
If I get an email on the Saturday, I'll probably still put it through.
Probably will. Yeah. But no, that's brilliant news. Absolutely fantastic. And much like, so just again, the buses flying, much like Celtic are flying right now as well, mate. Because we've been talking about it last night on the Tuesday Monday Club and so forth. You know, everything's going well. Obviously, beating Hearts at the weekend. Many people, when we got that draw, there was that whole aura of, oh God, typical. We get the tricky away day at Tynecastle. We blew them away, no problem at all. It wasn't even that much a challenge. Obviously now the noisy neighbours are waiting the semi-final. But it's all exciting times. It's good, and it's kind of a bit unfortunate there's an international break in the near future. Kind of halts the momentum a wee bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just you when you get to the business end of the season as well, you know, when it starts to become like each fixture's holding some sort of weight in terms of whatever trophy, you know, is at the end of its path, and it's like, you know, the league games are all getting ever closer to, you know, 2 in a row. With regards to the, you know, the cup matches coming up, you know, it's a semi-final now you're in because we've just had a quarter-final. You want those games coming as thick and fast as possible because they all, you know, obviously a league game only carries 3 points, Phil. Do you know what I mean? But they just carry a bit more weight when you can see the light at the end. You can see those medals, you can see the trophy. You start envisaging trophy day, you start picturing what Angie's speech will be. And these games, you want them coming thick and fast because the excitement, the hype, it all just sort of grows. So it's a pain in the arse doing the international fixtures at this point, you know. So enjoy. That's my advice. Enjoy Saturday, and then it'll be 2 weeks after that. We're away, tricky one at Ross County, but I think I could be doing without the international break. But what can you do, man? That's what it is.
Exactly. It's just one of these things. UEFA, FIFA. What is this qualifying for? The Euros 2024. It will be then. So this Nations League stuff and all that as well. And I'm just like, I don't even know what's going on anymore. I don't understand it all. It's all changed. They said it was for the better and so forth, but honestly, I just get lost now when it comes to the qualifying and friendlies and Nations League and all that. I'm just like, see when the actual tournaments roll around. I was going to say in the summer, but as we saw previously, also in the winter they can happen as well. But yeah, when the actual tournaments roll around, then I actually care about national football. But otherwise, I'm just like the classic. Nobody cares, mate. Nobody cares, mate. Honestly, I'm just like whatever. But no, it's I agree with yourself. Obviously, it's a great time, and yeah, definitely. Before you know it, the season will be over, and we're in that long summer break, waiting for our next competitive game. Because as it stands right now, there'll be no qualifiers again, so we'll be waiting around, twiddling our thumbs, waiting for that next competitive game fix. So yeah, do enjoy them while they're here, because we've got 10 fixtures to go, 9 fixtures left. It's getting close anyway. We're getting to the 10. So it's at a stage where what we would need to, if we were going to lose it, which we're not, we'd have to lose 4 out of the last 10 games. It's inconceivable that would happen. That would just be no chance at all, man. Now let's have another wee chat again about things that are going well that we're going to focus on again, like the numbers in terms of the YouTube viewings and so forth are excellent now. It seems like every show is getting up around the 1,000 mark or more. It's Yeah, and obviously audio downloads and so forth. Everything's just very rosy in the garden at the old Bhoycie Bus.
Aye, well, I mean, the idea behind this was always going to be like, it'd be like a YouTube channel. I know it's a bus, guys, right? I know it's a bus, really. But, it's technical. It was meant to just be focused mainly just on like the YouTube stuff. And the audio thing, I just never thought. I thought it'll be more entertaining listening to my drivel if you can see me, because you'll know I'm not like serious. I thought, I don't know if that'd be, if the madness of it all could really be captured properly audio wise. But for whatever reason, I mean, last week we did, in the space of 7 days, we did, I don't know, it was over 100 downloads every day, audio downloads, which is, that's usually be a one-off if we were getting over 100. In fact, I think one day we had 270 audio downloads in one day. It was like a Wednesday as well. I don't even know why. But that shows you that, obviously whatever it is we're doing is kind of moving over to a lot, like a different audience as well, which is class. I'm all for it. And a big thanks to everyone who listens to that. But even I think as well, like when we're doing the live shows, Phil, I think you've said this to me before as well, you're noticing now, like, the actual live, I think folk in the chat are all picking up on it as well. Like, there's so many more folk watching live now. Not because it's astronomical numbers on we're going to take over a Celtic podcast world and all that nonsense, but it's like you went from maybe on a Monday club. If we had 100 live consistently, I'd be happy with that. Now it's always over 150, which is a 50% sort of jump. And then like whenever we do a PMP with Terry on, there's over 200 live. So, his dulcet tones are certainly working a treat, mate.
Well, the thing is, I did notice it myself, like going back to obviously when the show started, it's a natural progression, the trajectory makes sense, it's just going up, but you would get a spike every so often if there was like a huge game, a huge result. I noticed around about the weekend that we smashed Rangers 4-0 back in September. We had that, and also it was at the time the Champions League was starting as well. We got a massive influx. I think for a good few months, September was like a big month, and then it seemed to peter out again and sort of even itself out. But ever since the turn of the year, it's been going up the way, and it's now like every game. And that's probably testament as well, again, to how well the team are playing, and because there's some serious glory at the end of the road here, so people are excited and want to hear opinions and about how things are going. So it's all just coming together really, really nicely, mate. And massive congratulations on it, mate. Honestly, it's been phenomenal.
Everyone, it's not just fucking me, it's everyone. Do you know what I mean? I just think it's weird. It's like even the subs this month, we've had more subscribers join the channel in March than we did the whole of February already. Do you know what I mean? It's class. Because it's not like February was lean for that or anything. It's just March has been bonkers that way. And I think folk are beginning to get that we don't take ourselves too seriously. But when we talk about the football, we like to be serious, and we're not afraid to explore any aspect of it, whether it's positive, negative. We don't bow to what we think will be popular and what will curry favour. Just tell your own truth, and if folk in the comments disagree, we'll bring those comments up too.
Exactly.
We'll have it out with them, and in a good way. When I say have it out, I mean that in the in a good way, in a healthy debate sort of manner. And that's what I think, for me anyway. I always look at this, Phil, as fan media, right? It's fucking meant to be different from the MSM.
Well, yeah.
Meant to be like, it was like, oh wow, this is refreshing because they're speaking from a prism I can understand. I might not necessarily agree with them, but I can relate to, the fact they're going down avenues that you're not going to get in the MSM. Even the language used, you can have a wee sweary word, you can have a beer on screen, and it can just be that more like it looks like fans talking about the football when we do it. Not trying to be a B-side to the MSM. I can't be bothered with that shite. What's the point? What's the point? I just watch BBC then. I watch, do you know what I mean? Scottish sport, first thing. But you know what I mean? Like, you're not going to, I don't understand. There's no point in replicating that. So I think folk have got on board for that point of view. I think they're going, this is actually an alternative. You can have all the MSM content you want, and then if you want something different, we're providing something different, not a diet version of the MSM content that you can get readily available on all the major platforms. You know what I mean? So, it's just good that folk have a buy-in for it now, man, and long may it continue. And cheers to each and every one of them, because it's good.
If I shared it out. I mean, I literally saw it just last night on the Monday-Tuesday club. There was a bit of debate over the international fixtures, and people talking about Greg Taylor and caps and so forth and how important it is. And there's a couple of folk who are disagreeing, but you're more than happy, as you say, bring it up on the screen. There's one of our very regular viewers, Brown Warrior, made reference to another pod saying, that's a good time at the Bhoycie Bus, man. You know, it's not an echo chamber. You know,
exactly.
They bring I believe Brown Warrior did once time mention this channel's name on another pod, and he's been exiled ever since then from the live chat. Imagine that. Eh?
That's just sad. It doesn't surprise me. I mean, that doesn't surprise me. But I mean, you know, I think even in our live chats, like, don't fall out, guys. And like, it was Brown Warrior straight away was like, whoa, it's cordial debate here. Like,
me and boys
are disagreeing, but that's not because, you know, not everything needs to become a fallout. You're allowed to disagree with each other on football. That's not, you know, and that's all it's about at the end of the day. A team that we've all got a massive passion for, a massive love for, and we're going to have strong feelings on it. And they can't always marry up together. Sometimes they're going to clash, and I'm all for that. I think it's healthy that we get that live debate. And I've said this maybe even on a bus stop before. One thing I love about the live chat is there's so many intelligent folk in the live chat, far brighter than me, and probably know football far better than me as well, to be fair. And they'll come in with different points of view that I've not considered. They're my favourite ones. I go, I hadn't even thought that. I always bring those sort of comments up. I go, hadn't even thought of that angle. And I think that's refreshing. I'm not too proud to go, because I hadn't thought of that angle, I'll not bring that comment up and look like an idiot. I saw that. Get it up. Do you know what I mean? And we can all learn a wee bit. I'm all for that. And then sometimes there'll be points where I go, I'll read it and I'll go, well, I still think my point's right, but I'll still bring yours up because I want to highlight why I think that's not right, etc., or vice versa. And I think that's a good thing about the bus. Do you know what I mean? So we'll just keep doing what we do.
It's clearly working. Speaking of things clearly working, before we finish off then, so obviously we are heading towards Hibs at the weekend. We've got them at Celtic Park. I believe we're Saturday. I think Rangers play on the Sunday. Not that it matters too much. I know some people have made an issue out of the fixture computer keeps putting them playing before us, but I think Ange and the boys just relish it. They don't really care if they play first or second. It's like, it must be really disheartening for Rangers when they bring it back to 6 points, and the next day we just go out, just swat a team aside, and then it's like it's back to 9 points again. But yeah, I'd imagine the weekend Hibs. The strange thing is, and again, this just shows you how one little attention I pay to the teams below second place in the Scottish Premiership, because I just care where Celtic are and where the nearest challengers are, and after that I don't pay attention. At one point, I think Hibs were like 4 points for the bottom, and now they're like 4 points behind Hearts or something like that. And it's like
5 points, I think, it is behind Hearts.
Jeez, where did that come
Hearts
from?
Have run away for third. I know, but the thing is, I mean, it's great to like think that might give Hearts Hibs a chance, but I think, did I not see something like Hearts, even though they've been third all season, are closer to bottom side Dundee United than what they are to second place, the second place team. So. Do you know what I mean? I think I think those teams are much of a muchness. I don't think Hibs will. I mean, they got cuffed at home against, Rangers. So I think coming to Celtic Park, we're a different gravy for that lot. You know what I mean? So I think that'll be a struggle for them. And then, it will be a wee bit different. There'll be a 12-point gap, which is eye-watering. Do you know what I mean? When there's still 2 derbies to go. And that might just ramp up a bit of pressure on them. We seem to have survived all those tests, not too shabbily at all. It'll be quite interesting to see how they like the thought of being 12 points behind, and all their motivation is to get it back to single digits. Wow, hardly a pep talk, is it? Do you know what I mean?
Definitely, no.
And Motherwell have been in great form since Kettlewell took over as well. So
you
never know; it could be double digits by the next time we play them. So bring that on as well.
Aye, hopefully. So the sooner the better we get this all wrapped up, and then we can concentrate on the final trophy of the season. And the end of April, obviously we've got the semi-final against them. So we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But if we can have the title wrapped up before then, even better. Gives us we can just concentrate solely on it. So other than that, tomorrow we'll obviously be back with TNF, and it'll be more looking forward to the Hibs game and so forth, and then Bustalgia Friday and all the usual that we bring to the magic of the bus that we bring to the YouTube masses. So that will all be happening. So it's all go. We will head off in the next couple of minutes. We're going up to 20 minutes, Russell. As I said, it's either 10, 15, 20, whatever we'll usually do. So line up till 20-minute mark. But reminder once again for everybody who's watching to do all that good stuff. Obviously, like, comment, share, subscribe. And of course, you can definitely get your order in for the old Bhoycie Bus T-shirt right there that Russell is modelling also expertly. And of course, also check out our sponsors, piesports.com. Use the code BUS1888 on your order to get a nice wee tasty 12.5% off as well. But other than that, Russell, anything else you need to say before we head off?
No, I am delighted with it all. The shirts are here. The bees have landed, Phil. So, yeah, get your orders in by the end of Friday next week if you are interested. Maybe you're looking at me wearing it and going, fucking hell, I need to see someone else in the podcast wearing it before I commit, like, you know what I mean? But, yeah, all good here. That was good fun catching up, mate.
Right, no worries. And we shall head off now, guys. So we shall catch you later. Tune in for TNF tomorrow. We will see you then.